Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be going over some general news that's going on here, some data mine, as well as some announcements officially from Niantic and Pokemongo themselves, and just talking about general stuff that's going on in Pokemon Go. If you do enjoy these types of videos, if you can give it a thumbs up, that'd be much appreciated. With that said, let's go ahead and hop right into this. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day. So first things first, on October 20th, at all Walmart supercenters across the United States, they will have Pokéstops. So pretty interesting stuff. I'm personally not a Walmart type of guy. I'm not gonna say anything so negative. I know some people enjoy it and stuff. I just don't buy my food there. If I go there, I'm going to get random toiletries or just some off thing that I need. Definitely not buying my food there, but more Pokestops are more Pokestops. But not only that, this is a pretty freaking cool thing, I'm not gonna lie. Although you could just buy Google Play or Apple cards, but I guess this makes it that much simpler for you. But they are gonna start selling actual Pokemon Go cards there for Pokecoins. So these are actually a pretty good deal compared to if you're buying them in the game, it's gonna be less. But if you go to the web store, it's actually the same amount here. So $10 is gonna be $12.50. $25 is going to be $3,300, $50 $7,000, and then $100 worth of this Pokecoins for this these little gift cards is going to be $15,000. So not bad. I mean, there's really nothing to complain about here. All right. I know I made a few smart remarks on Twitter, but it's all in good fun, right? So there's that. Pretty cool stuff. Next up, we do have, looks like the start of the version 2 Pokedex is starting to not necessarily roll out, but they're kind of updating it. So we're going to see how that works out. Put that image up here for you to take a look at. Looking pretty interesting, I suppose, but thought I'd just bring that to you as well. So you're going to be seeing an update in that Pokedex pretty soon. And then taking a look at Toxel evolving into Toxtricity. So initially it was going to be 50 candies, but they bumped it up to 400. So you have another 400 candy evolution here. So whatever, it's no problem. During the Safari event that we're going to have, I don't want to call it Safari, but the Wild event that we're going to be seeing in November, right? With Toxtricity being introduced as a Dynamax. We're going to be seeing its Gigantamax at some point in time because it is in the game as well. I don't know why they're going after that one so quickly, but we're going to see that as well as the starters. But you shouldn't have to worry about that too much. I mean, if you get a shiny Toxel, then you want to evolve it, I guess, because they're going to introduce this shiny right out the gate, okay? So yeah, there is that. But again, we're going to have the Dynamax as well as the raids, so you're going to be catching Toxicities. So not that big of a deal, but just thought I'd let you all know that there. All right, so let's see, what do we have here? Okay, so we have a new update happening for the Pokemon that we catch as to what Pokeball they have. Now, I mean, they show them now. You can scroll down and you can see what Pokeball they're in. Before, it was just all the Pokeball. And if you have a really old Pokemon, I don't necessarily think it shows which one you were catching them in. But now, let's take a look at this image here. It's pretty cool. It is going to be right at the top. So as you can see, this was caught with a Master Ball, so it's 100% IV. Necrozma that has been fused with Solgaleo, and it is in a Master Ball. I don't know why, but maybe they're at a raid and they're like, oh, it's a 100. I'm on my last ball. Maybe they use the Master Ball. No, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it does show it there. So that is pretty interesting. Pretty cool little feature there. And then what else we have going on here is the fact that we are going to be seeing some kind of new things at the Pokestops where it allows you to interact with your Pokemon and potentially even earn rewards. They're not handing out rewards quite yet, but we could probably see this in the future. So we got Pogo Central here. New Pokemon playgrounds are being tested in selected locations. All right, there will be an icon at the bottom right of the Pokestop or gym. You place a Pokemon and can take photos with your trainer and stuff. So you have that there. I don't know exactly how that's gonna work, but pretty interesting stuff, and we'll just have to see what kind of rewards they do roll out for us. I'll put up an image as to what it looks like. It has like a little bit of a, so it's like Charmander, Squirtle, and Bulbasaur silhouette, but for their particular color, water, fire, and grass. And it's at the bottom there. So another feature that they're rolling out. Pretty interesting stuff. Good stuff. All right, now taking a look, they did add the Gigantamax moves for the Charizard, Blastoise, and Venusaur. Look, I understand we're not all too excited about the whole Gigantamax experience as far as how difficult they're going to be and how you're going to have to gather all these people. And if you don't even have people in your area to begin with, if it was difficult for you to even get people to do a legendary raid in your area, and now you have to worry about this Gigantamax, I wouldn't have to say worry about it, but now you have to gather even more people for even a stronger thing to take out, which I like the whole concept, but make it remote raids. Allow it to be remote raided. I mean, because what are you gonna do? You have the people in the city who can just join one of these Gigantamaxes and don't have to worry about gathering a group of people or anything like that. They can literally just be carefree, go into these Gigantamax raids because it's gonna get filled up immediately, and then they're off on their merry ways with all their Gigantamax Pokemon. Meanwhile, you have the other people who are living in particular places where there's not so many people, and they're not going to be able to do this, all right? Or if they do, they gather just enough people. It might just be too hard. I don't know, maybe the levels are too low, but whatever the case may be, still kind of a little wonky on this whole thing here. So we'll have to see. Again, be very hasty. Don't be too hasty in powering up Pokemon. Dynamax Pokemon for this, because you may not even get the people gathered together. So collect resources, collect the Dynamax Pokemon. When the time comes and you have the people, go ahead and pull that trigger there. It's up to you, okay? All right, so they did add those moves there. Very cool stuff. And then, of course, on the 19th, which is going to be tomorrow, and or select places, it's rolling out right now, you do have the Yamask Task Day. So you're going to be able to get a bunch of shiny Yamasks. 100% IV is going to be 420. Okay, so it's not too difficult to remember that one. 420 for both of them. Okay, so interesting stuff. The Galarian evolution of Yamask is pretty badass, gotta say. It looks really good. Runugus. So hopefully you get a shiny one of those. I will be playing this. I don't know. I'll complete my tasks. So it's going to be going down from 2 p.m. until 5 p.m. I'm not playing the whole 3 hours. That's not happening. Okay. I'll do a little bit of it. We'll see. Might have to do all of it, but more than likely not so much. What you're going to see is Cubone, Zigzagoon family, Duskull, and Shieldon are going to be spawning in the wild as well. And then, of course, you're going to have your tasks being the Yamask regular and Galarian form. So just a little heads up for that if you're looking to get some of those. Pretty good stuff. And with that said, folks, that is going to about wrap it up as far as the news is concerned. So when it comes down to the Walmart thing, again, there's really nothing bad about that. You're going to get extra Pokéstops if you go to Walmart. Again, I don't particularly go there myself all the time. I never will buy food there, but it will never hurt to have more Pokéstops somewhere. But there you have it. Looking pretty interesting. They're going to be selling gift cards there too. So if you're not keen on going into the web store for whatever reason, then you can pick up a card, okay? If you like to stay low key and make sure the government stays out of your gosh damn business while you use your Visa card for everything, or your MasterCard, or whatever the hell you have, you can just pay cash, okay? Anyways, if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. Then I'll catch you all next time. Take care.
Have been authorized for use during the purge. All other weapons are restricted. Government officials of ranking 10 have been granted immunity from the purge and shall not be harmed.